Hello Libra, how are you? It is me, Lauren B. Welcome to the Untitled Tarot. I was going to do collective messages all week, but then something came over my spirit and said, no, Lauren, you do the normal sign weeklies. I think it was probably just a test for me to see if I would be obedient, which I try my best to be. So, as some of you may know, if you've watched the last couple of my videos, full moon in Pisces got me all kinds of messed up. Big death process. We're in a rebirth. I'm integrating new energies, new downloads, just new Lauren B energy. So this happens a lot to me. I go through I feel like I've had a very accelerated process over the last year and a half. But every time that happens, my energy gets a little bit different. My readings come out a little bit different. The way I lay out the format of my readings go a little different, but flip it and reverse it, lean with it, rock with it. You know how we do here. So Libra, I've pulled out 2 cards for you, and then we're actually going to chop up the rest live, which normally I don't do, but I'm feeling frisky today. Your energy is interesting, Libra. It feels like you are coming out of hibernation. It feels like you put yourself in a forced hermit mode, but I'm getting this rumbling of the grounds, like something happened that sort of woke you up. It shook up your emotional body, because I'm almost seeing a dragon or a dinosaur, something that's been asleep for a very long time, all of a sudden opening its eyes and kind of rising and emerging. And the first card that you have out is the 9 of Cups. Is wish fulfillment. Maybe you've been wishing for a rebirth. Maybe you've been wishing to come out of hermit mode, not have to be so hush-hush about everything that you've been doing. And there's so many things in this card. This is the Light Seers Tarot, by the way. I didn't mention this. There's so many things that are interesting to me about this card. One, it's this treasure chest under here. I feel like you've been putting yourself inside of a treasure chest, in the sense that you've really been working on yourself. You've been working on new projects, new accomplishments, things with long-term goals. I'm hearing long-term goals. So this could be you kind of going back to school, going through some kind of training to kind of get a promotion, job searching, working on aspects of yourself, all different kinds of things. But like I said, you put yourself in this forcible hermit mode. And as I said, it's and you're deep underwater in this card. And it's when we say organic pressure on rocks forms diamonds, right? So it's you've been in this treasure chest, becoming a treasure to yourself, maybe learning more self-worth, more self-appreciation. And you have all of these things now. And like I said, it's there's this rumbling, and it wakes you up. Something wakes you up, Libra. It's going to be very different for all of you. But here you go, bursting out of this treasure chest, bursting out of this box, your box, maybe other people's other preconceived notions about you, or the things that you've been doing, or things that you're interested in, or people that you're interested in. I'm getting to as well. And here you go, you burst out with so much light, so much pure, again, this is all yellow. That's your solar plex chakra. That's confidence, that's vitality, that's creativity. It's a burst, right? Starburst. Maybe you're eating a lot of Starburst. I've been craving candy lately. So sometimes that happens, you guys. You guys are eating a lot of Starbursts. But here you are your own Starburst. But what I love is with this beautiful solar energy, right? It's almost and it's also 9 of Cups, it's wish fulfillment. It's very much sun energy, the sun beating down on you. Maybe you've just been down so low and you felt so cold, Libra, that you were I'm coming up for air, I'm coming up for warmth. But I love that it's coming out directly from your heart chakra, meaning that as you kind of wake up, as you have this expression, this burst to life, you're doing it from such a place of love. And that always doesn't mean being mushy gushy, towards everyone and everything. Oftentimes, it's just an extent of openness. It's a little bit of human Teflon, just being I know I'm going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. I don't even care anymore. That's sort of the energy. And here you are, and it's you're throwing out these bowls, these 9 cups. It's almost I'm almost getting the idea of say a recording artist that doesn't put out anything for a long time, and then they just post on Twitter in the middle of the night new album drops tomorrow, some Beyonce stuff, and then all of a sudden it's this 3-piece huge epic saga of a thing, It's like you didn't know a movie was going to come out, or you didn't think a movie was going to get made, and then they just like rolled out a trilogy the next day. That's how I feel you with this explosion. You just like have this huge burst to life, and it's almost like I feel like you're taking people aback a little bit when you do this, because you're like, here's my healing, here's my self-work, here's my new project, here's my updated resume, here's my open heart, here's my fix this, here's my that, right? And it's coming like not even from like a showy place. It's just like, I did it. It's like almost very full energy, which I love. Now, the next card that you have out, now this, like I said, they're very general, and energies can be vice versa or flipped. So this card, this could represent an actual person in your life, somebody that upset you. It feels like a little bit kind of created that thunder down under. Maybe you're in Australia, maybe you live in Australia. This could represent a group of people, the community in which you're in. This could be like a lot of work stuff that's going on, but you have out the Seven of Swords. So I think that something might have transpired that I'm getting a lot of work stuff too, between you and another person, or like a group of friends, or it's like a group of people at work. It's like it's like one specific person, or it's like a group of people that are your friends. I'm not really getting a lot of family energy off of this, I won't lie. But this is somebody that I think whatever interaction that you had kind of made you feel as though you had to go into a forced hermit mode. First hermit mode. That's interesting. Hermit, we are in Virgo season. So this could have been at the first of Virgo season, at like the very end of August, like within the last, these are all timeless, but say like the last 2 weeks from now, September 6th. And I think that perhaps part of what happened that woke you up, like you were very busy, is someone tried it. Someone tried it, Libra. I don't know if it was like a group of people at work gossiping. I don't know if it's somebody that you used to date. I don't know if it's just like a group of friends, but somebody tried it. It's like you were minding your own business, creating your own justice, filling up your treasure chest with all of your stuff, and then somebody stepped in it. Somebody done tried it, and you pop out of this box, and you're like, oh yeah, okay. You have all of this stuff. You have all of this light, this healing, this beauty, all of these accomplishments, these things to show. It's that very, my cup runneth over, and now I have so much to share as well. And if you look, there's like 5 little dots by your foot, which makes me think that it's like you had to actually do something. These are accomplishments. These are progressions that you actually had to physically do and make as well. And the hand that you have thrown out is your right hand. It's your masculine side. It's your output side. That it's like you had to create some kind of physical momentum in your life. Like you had to sign up for that thing. You had to read that book. You had to cry it out. You had to call somebody. Like you had to work on it. Like you had to invest that time, that energy, that money perhaps in whatever this is for you. Very, very, it's crazy. See, and so up here, I see a bird. It almost looks like a shadow, right? Like a shadow of a crow or something coming up here. And then you have all of these crows here, like hooting and hollering. It's almost like the word's getting out. Libra is awake. Libra is ready. Libra's got a lot to show for themselves. Like there's a lot going on for Libra. And it's kind of alerting this character right here. Spooky, something about spooky, maybe something about this person, or they're easily spooked. Like I said, this could be like a group of friends. This could be, I'm getting a lot of work stuff off of this, but these crows kind of caught wind because it seems like they've been keeping an eye on you. Maybe like little social media, like, did you see what so-and-so did on, maybe you've been off social media for a while, Libra. It's that kind of thing. They're like, did you know what Libra did? Like, do you know, like, Libra blew up, Libra glowed up. And they're kind of letting this person know this situation, this whatever it may be. And they're getting a little spooked because 7 of Swords is like getting out of Dodge, like sneaking out in the middle of the night. If like the 6 of Swords is like moving from rocky waters into calmer waters, like, like the other side. This is a seem equivalent, but in like a shadowy kind of aspect. Because see, it's like in the cloak of night. They've got a little tiny knife that, knives are representative of, say, like swords, that's air, that's truth energy. So perhaps they could be an air sign as well as you. I'm getting they're not a Libra though. I'm getting Gemini. Maybe they're a Gemini. But the thing is that it's almost like these people giving them like a little bit of a heads up, like, hey, Libra's awake, and they're like, oh shit, okay, like I'm gonna get out of here. Almost like I almost see you like pulling up to a restaurant or pulling up to someone's house or like a bar, and somebody being like, oh snap, Libra just showed up, and they kind of sneak out the back door because they don't want to deal with the conflict. They don't like confrontation. They don't like confrontation. But in doing so, with these feathers floating down, it's actually a little bit of, I'm hearing like sloppy. Like there's like, they leave like a breadcrumb trail. So they might have posted something, not realizing that like you were going to hear about it. They left their phone. Like there's something to that. Like they left like clues that they were kind of being a little bit shady. And with this crow too, I also am getting the impression that you can hear that they're like yelling to this person, almost in the sense of when perhaps these external factors, these external people around you, Libra, were kind of letting them know that you kind of have arisen, right? You've popped out of your treasure box, that in turn, they're also hooting and hollering to you that this energy is off and on. And I'm getting the sense that whatever betrayal, whatever kind of disappointment, whatever I'm hearing lack of recognition that this character, whoever it plays out for you to be, kind of put you through, which forced you in your like hermit mode into your little treasure chest. I'm getting a sense that they have done similar things to this group of people as well. This literally could play out at work, and like your boss knows that these people gossip to begin with. It could be something like that. But that this character has done a lot of similar things with these crows. And so these crows don't have any loyalty to this character up here. And as you burst out so big and bright with all of your energy, it illuminates so much. It over illuminates what the moon is, right? Because they're trying to leave in the dark. But it's like you have so much love and forgiveness, and you have so much transparency about who you are and like what you really want and like the work you've done. It's very much of I know I've made some mistakes, but like I went in and I did the work that I had to do, and I invested in myself, and I did X, Y, and Z, right? That it kind of illuminates, which is maybe part of this breadcrumbing energy. Like it's like little sloppy, like leaving clues at the scene of the crime sort of energy, that it shines like such a bright light on how it shines a bright light on how this character really is like a Seven of Swords energy. And it's actually sort of like, as you bust out of your hermit mode, I feel like you shine so bright that it actually kind of spooks them and forces them into a hermit mode. It's a role reversal. It could be like a runner chaser kind of thing, and I'm noticing these buildings in the background. It's like city. And when I'm like hearing city, I'm hearing like technology, like electricity. So this person might in turn kind of role reverse and end up kind of laying low on social media and not really posting anything and not really going out so much. It's very interesting. But in that, it's like you have, again, because this bright light, it's coming right out of your heart chakra, that it's like you don't even have, you're not harboring any resentments, I don't feel, towards this job or towards these group of friends or towards this particular person. Because I think that there's so much you learned inside this chest, in your chest, your little heart space, that like you in fact like are treasure. You are a treasure. And so if somebody doesn't want to play ball, then I don't need to be playing that game. I don't need to be on that field. That's what I'm hearing. So it's still kind of early. So we're gonna take a couple live ones because I just want to see what happens to you, Libra. I'm just trying to let the messages come out. If they're about your soul growth, they're about your soul growth. If they're about work, they're about work. Like whatever it may be. Ooh, okay. Four of Swords, like it kind of came out on its side, but a little bit more downwards. It's like you're, again, on its side, right in between you guys. It's like you're coming out of hermit mode and they're going into hermit mode. It could be a little bit of a, like they know they made a mistake, like a job knew that maybe like they didn't do right by you. And so it's like they can't really ask you to come back. It could be something like that too. It's like a nesting energy too. Look, and you have a little heart next to you with this little string. I'm almost getting like IV, like an IV. Like you had some spiritual healing, like you did some heart work, some inner child healing, maybe just some pure just rest, just taking time off, like not dating, maybe take an extra day off of work for yourself, taking a little 3-day weekend, taking a nap in the sun, I'm getting too. Something like that, like you've been nesting yourself, but nurturing yourself, and Spirit's been kind of helping you do that by almost making like a little beeline to your heart chakra, which is probably why it's bursting out so big and bright right now. You want all, okay. Okay, so you have the Four of Pentacles and you have the Tower out in reverse. So you, like, not holding on to things that you know are inevitable. Like, not trying to force the outcome of situations anymore. I think that this is a lesson that you learned in your chest, Libra, like, deep down in your emotional body. That it's like, there are things that you have to let go of. And some of it is, like, I feel like when we go through trauma, like, when we feel betrayed or we feel disrespected or anything like that, it kind of creates, like, a trigger moment for us. You know, it's like a snapshot of something really terrible. And sometimes when you relive that, like, it pops back up in your head, you kind of sink into it and you feel all of that anxiety, all of that pressure, right? It's like that impending doom feeling, just kind of letting that go, being able to be like, you know what, sometimes things go to shit and I'll be fine, you know? Or like, I could really avoid like tower moments. I could really avoid like cyclical, you know, toxic relationships or being in an environment that doesn't appreciate me and what I have. Like, I have my things, they're close to my chest. Again, it's like this chest energy. Maybe you guys are having trouble breathing right now a little bit because I'm getting allergies. Something we might actually be with your chest. I'm also getting asthma. Maybe depending where you are, like the allergy season's kicking in and it's upsetting your asthma. That's for someone. Pay attention to that. Pay attention. Refill your inhaler if you need it. But really, like I said, it's like coming from such a good place that it's like, I know the qualities that I have. I have my integrity. I have my like self-respect. I have my intelligence. I have my self-love. And those are the only things that I need, because from that, I can produce so much, no matter how deep of an emotional depth I am in. And it doesn't matter. And I can avoid having tower moments by reminding myself of how good I really am. That no matter the state of the sea, I can still weather the storm. Yes. I'll take that as confirmation. Okay, and then we have out Strength and the Ten of Cups. So this could play out a couple ways. So it popped out on the opposing party's side. So this is just saying that this person being in a Seven of Swords energy at this point in their current life just doesn't have like the emotional maturity. They don't have the strength. Like they don't have the maturity to kind of put in the time and effort to create like a positive, upright Ten of Cups situation, love and happiness, like a good relationship, fulfilling emotional projects, creative endeavors, you know, community, healthy friendships I'm getting too, healthy workplace I'm getting as well. But in terms of you across the board, it's also saying that like, you know that it's like, you don't have, again, Pisces, you're getting a little bit of the Pisces from 3 weeks ago, when they had that like ship crashing kind of thing, that like, you don't have to go down with the sinking ship. That if something really isn't giving you the full 10 of Cups, if it's only giving you 1, or if it's only giving you, you're feeling like 5 and you're looking like 4 cups, you know, like you don't have to do this. You don't have to sit there and like, again, hold on to things that are doomed, that don't have a good foundation to begin with. You're able to discern that now because, and I did a general reading yesterday on my Instagram. I posted a little video about kind of like not selling yourself short. That like, if it's not the full upright 10 of Cups, that you don't need to fight for it. That the only thing that you need to fight for is just like yourself and making sure that you're good and you're happy and you're healthy. Because from that, all of your other, oh my God, I thought that was a spider. It scared the bejesus out of me. Woo! Just the fuzzy, everything's okay. But that through that, you were able to then fill up all of these other cups for yourself and for other people as well, with enough to share. Okay, let's get a final card. How are we looking moving forward? Asthma. Really watch your asthma, guys. Some of you might not realize that you have asthma. I'm getting that. Okay. Yeah. Yes, Libra. Hell motherfucking yeah. Ooh. Sassy. Integrating's making me sassy. Look, you got the Sun and you got the Ten of Pentacles, baby. Look at you. And it's like finally out of this deep emotional body, it's like you're finally on dry land. You've ascended. It's like this open heart chakra, solar plex clearing. I've worked on all of these projects. I have all of these things for myself, all my seeds, right? And you're like, you've ascended so high out of this deep emotional body and you've made it to dry land. And guess what? The sun is still shining, not just from out of you, but it's also shining back on you now, because as within, so without. And in doing that, you actually get the Ten of Pentacles, which, by the way, is almost better than the 10 of Cups, because the 10 of Cups, that's all the love and mushy-gushy stuff, but the 10 of Pentacles is that wrapped up in stability, in community, in family, in acknowledging all of your parts, all of your chakras, being able to keep the lights on, right? Be able to not lose your head in these situations anymore. Connection, warmth and connection is beautiful. The universe loves a comeback kid, Libra. Don't we all? So, I love you guys very much. All of my information will be in the description box. If you liked this video, all my decks are in there, my email, my Instagram, all my things. All my things. And until next time, Libra, enjoy the ascent. Enjoy the ascent.